traders, how we doing today? Today we're going to be talking about the S9 trend breakout basket TS. This one is designed specifically for baskets, offline chart baskets you create, so that's what it's used for. And in order, remember, to create baskets, we do have to have this S9 basket create version 3670 AT in our indicator folder, and we also have to have a hotkey set up for it, which is Alt G. So be sure you do that. These are our other two hotkeys here, M and P, which remember are used for our charts period button and our charts template button. But in order to build the basket, for this basket button to work, we need this in here and the hotkey of Alt G set up for it. So we've got that all set to go. What we're going to do is build a basket, and the first thing we got to do is go into our properties of our dashboard, which is the S9 Toolbox Dashboard version 2. This is version 2, which isn't out yet, but it's very similar to version 1. And we're going to go down here. I'm going to give this basket a name. What we're going to do is just create a Core 5 basket. So I'm going to call it Core. And remember, this dates back way back. If you guys are familiar with basket trading, this goes back to the Core 5 days, along with there was a basket also, 14 pairs. Now what we're going to do, we're going to build a 4-hour one, so I'm just going to put the toolbox here on the 4-hour chart. And in order to find out which are the Core 5, remember, you can just click on this correlation button here, and it will give you a list of different things down here with their correlations. But we're just going to build a basket using the Core 5, which are these first 5 orange pairs. None of these settings matter right now, because all we're interested in is just seeing which ones are the Core 5. So we're going to highlight the Aussie Japan, the Euro Japan, the Pound Japan, the Pound US, and the New Zealand dollar. Okay, those are our 5 pair that we are going to build this offline chart with, our Core 5. So, as you can see, this is our name. All we got to do is click on it, and up pops that indicator that we assigned the Alt G key to. Now we're going to build a 4-hour one, so I'm going to change this to 240. And we'll leave that alone, and remember, leave the pound sign there. And then put Core down here, no pound sign down here though, we just want it up here. And remember, the pound sign brings this name to the top of the offline chart list, so it's easier to find. Click OK. And now we should go up and check to see if we got an offline chart. Yep, and here it is right there. As you can see, the pound sign brought it to the top of the list, so we don't have to search for it. It's the Core. It's got 5 pairs in it, and it's a 4-hour, so we're just going to double click it, and there it is. Now what we're going to do, okay, what I've done is just put my plain template on here. I got a plain one here, which just gives me a plain template like this. Now I'm going to go back and put my trend breakout basket TS on here. And as you can see, there's not many settings to it. Now be sure you put in the name of your basket that you're going to be trading here. So we got to put in the C-O-R-E. Remember, it's got to match exactly, capital or lowercase. I'm going to leave this turned off. I don't want it to automatically redraw the lines. If you want the lines to redraw by themselves, you can set this to true. But I'm going to just leave that turned off for now. These are demarc trend lines, remember. And I'm going to use just a breakout line. As soon as it breaks past the line, the trend line, it will take the trade. If you want to use it so it closes the candle on the other side of the trend line, then takes the trade, you can turn this to true. Works very similar to our other demarc breakout ones we've been using on the single pairs. So now we got that all set up, not much to it. And we click OK. And as you can see, it puts the trend lines on the chart, breakout lines, and the little green and red dots are just the fractal lines. Basically, I put those on there so you can look back and see where maybe some other breakouts would have occurred. Like down here, you could see there would have been a breakout to the long side. Right here, you could have got in long here and followed this up. And if you went all the way to the top, it's 163 pips. Oops, sorry about that. Not that. It's more than that. Let's see, where's the breakout right here? It's actually 1,633 pips. Sorry about that. Which you could have made on this run if you would have stayed in it through these pullbacks. It depends on how your trading goes. Okay, so we got that on the chart. And you can see here's our breakout lines. And we can move this over just a little bit. And when you put that name into your indicator at the top, then it lists these. If you forget to put that name in there, it's not going to list the pairs and you won't get any trades. So right now, these are the pairs that we are trading, these 5 pairs. So when it breaks out short or breaks out long, it will take these. And as you can see, we did have a breakout here. We would have got in here because this candle was closed below the line. Then we broke out, so we would have entered here. But then we came back in again and we closed under the line again. But now we broke out again. So basically, we should have a signal right here now telling us to go long. So we should have a long signal. So now if we go back and look at our dashboard, you can see we got 5 long signals. So if I were to turn on the TS, the buttons are already turned on, and turn on my trading time, we would be taking 5 long trades. I'm not going to do that right now because the market isn't open, so I don't want to try to take trades when the market isn't open. And as you can see, here are the signals. And also remember, if you want to, you can use the alert mode. Set this to true. And then if you turn on one of these here, when it gets a signal, it will send you an alert, and then you can come and check on it to see if you want to take it or not. You can see the alert is on now. So right now it should be sending us an alert if we were set up for alerts. And as you can see, the arrows are yellow, which means we are in alert mode. So even if we have the TS turned on, the buttons turned on like they are, and our time selected, it would not take a trade because we're in the alert mode. So this would alert us. Then we'd go look at the chart and we would make this final determination whether do we want to go long here or not. If we want to go long, all we got to do is turn the alert mode off. And as you can see now, when we go back to the dashboard, now the arrows are green, which means if we turn on our buttons, it would take control of trades. So basically that's all there is to this. It will take the trades and tell you what the price, the profit or loss is at the present time on each pair, and then right up in here it will tell you the total profit or loss for the whole basket. Now once you are into a basket trade, say we were into a long trade right now, the trades were open, then if you want to, you can click on the take profit line and put a take profit line up here if you want to, or click on the stop loss line and put a stop loss line on down here. But these will not work if you are not in a trade. You have to be in a trade. Also, they will not work if you delete one of these lines. So if I were to delete, say, the breakout line going short, these would not work because it doesn't know where to place these lines. Basically what it does, it looks at the distance between these two lines, and when you click on the take profit, it'll put a take profit, that distance up here. Same way with the stop loss. It's based on the distance between these two trend lines. That's how it comes up with a number, because these values over here don't mean a heck of a lot. They're just a number it picks out of the air basically when it forms the basket. Now what you can do when you're trading a basket like this is use the set up your stop loss back here. Use this, and that'll give you some protection for each pair. So if you get one pair that goes crazy on you, it'll protect you. So what you can do is turn on the stop loss, and you can set it to either be a fixed stop loss, or if you click it again, remember it does a trail stop loss. This will protect you on each pair. So if you've got a basket, say like we got now with 5 pairs in it, if one of these goes the opposite direction and starts going crazy in the wrong way, it will hit your pair stop loss and get you out. Now what I usually do is use the basket take profit down here for the whole basket. A lot of times what I'll do is just let the basket open up and start to move, and then as it's going, you know, you can use the basket stop loss or take profit. So if you got your graph turned on over here and the price starts to move up, what you can do then is turn on your stop loss here and put it down here to give you some protection. Or of course you can use the equity lock too. And if you want to, you could even use the take profit. But usually what I'll do is a lot of times use a stop loss. I'll just let the thing run until you get these spikes, you know, that go way up, and then turn on the stop loss down here and put a stop loss to protect me, because you can't sit and watch it all day. So if you're going out the door for the day or something and you see it's way up here making a good profit, turn on a stop loss for your basket and give yourself some protection. Take profit isn't too important. You can use it if you want to put it up there, if you just want to go for a fixed basket each day of 50 or 100 pips or something like that. You can turn this on down here, and when it hits, take you out for the day. Maybe you could have this set at 1 for the day, 1 and done. Or you can use the timer close. There's all kinds of different things you can do. I'm not going to get into all of them. Look over the videos on how to use the dashboard. Like I say, this is version 2, which will be coming out shortly. I'm working on some different arrangements with the heat map to make it a little bit more efficient or better, take less trades. That's the only difference in version 2, and I'll be testing those. So version 2 isn't out yet, but version 1 is basically the same thing. The only difference is the algorithms that I'm testing for the heat map. Okay, so that about wraps that up. Very simple. As you can see, we're on a 4-hour, and this is the S9 trend breakout basket TS. You use it only on baskets. Do not use it on single pairs. If you want to do a single pair, use the other single pair TS, which basically does the same thing. So that about wraps it up.